Welcome back, lords and ladies, to another Lionhearts campaign in the Swissmod Hotseat. Let's get right into this. Alright, so previewing over what we have lost is just this little fort. That's it. They haven't gone for this fort, though I'm guessing that they've infiltrated it and also infiltrated this fort as well. But I can see that one of their spies is somewhere in the trees here. I happened to run across him when I think I just moved one of my spies down this way just to test something out later that you might see. Anyways, this is going to be an interestingly long turn, so let's get going and get her done. And the slightest mess up could cost me defeat in a battle. Also, quickly can accept. I can kill Georgios Abelantes. All right, he's dead. All right. Next thing on the agenda: move Captain Robert. How did I know that? Because I've done this thing a lot. I've almost done this one as long as I did the battle with the Turks. Like I've said that 2 or 3 times now, but I'm spending a lot of time on these turns just to get my actions and agent actions done perfectly. I have currently 10 spies and 2 assassins. To get every single spy to work and the assassin to work once, that's 11 times, and there's a lot of possibility for failure there, so yeah, just, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Anyways, we can take this fort as well. Alright, you know, he always talks too much past this one point, so we'll just keep going. Anyways, I can get my Barnaby Chamberlain into the gate. We'll take this guy out of this fort. I know it's probably not the best idea, but I don't know if I'm in range for it next turn with the ballista, but we'll have to see. But I know I won't be able to get 2 spies in there to assault the walls, and I don't have enough men, even if I could, because they're not in range. Alright, so I can do that. Teresa will be ours in just a moment. Plan for Harold is to try and get Hamilton, maybe get some cavalry the turn after, but next turn I hope they don't suspect that he's farther in enemy lines. Like, you'd have to assume I'm insane for wanting to go this far. So it's kind of one of those things, I don't know, to be honest. Anyways, that gives us the clear victory we're about to get. Otherwise, if I didn't do that spy action, we would get a clear defeat. The quite opposite. Oh, the next part. Go to Wolfgang Ruppel. Take everybody here. But you guys. Now, John Nash. We'll just call you Nash. Alright, John Nash. Just because it's hard to say Nash. I only do awesome names once in a while. And Despot Trifilios. You're the once in a while man. Trifilios. That's a cool name. Anyways, he's the heir. I really want to quickly talk about this. So, he's got 4 stars. He was originally 3 before he lost his other heir last turn to me. So this guy gained another star and, you know, the public personal security. So that made it just about impossible for me to assassinate him. Well, I say that, but I just didn't really care to try and assassinate this guy with a 5% chance. It was just not fun. I didn't try, actually. I never tried. There's a spy in here, so I killed him a few times. But I decided it was best to kill off the guy in Sun Tzu because the 30% only lasted so long. So by killing this guy too early... Okay. Alright, so bang a few heads. So if I kill this guy too early, then the guy in Sun Tzu, he would become the next heir. And then it would be almost impossible for him to assassinate him. So it was a domino effect. So I killed him off, found a way to do that, and also we'll wait on that just a second here. Firstly, I want to get this guy in there. Oh, thank God. Last spy movement done. Okay, we're all done with our spy moves. No mas, pantalones. Alright, so you're going into Nightly Northern Star. You're going back to Oh Well. Alright, so Oh Well will actually train you and train this peasant here. And then I would like Prince Paul to move there. Build a fort here. Get the spy to move into that one. I honestly, at this point, I should hope this sure as hell works. Either way, I'll have King Davy will be in range, so we'll put a fort down here anyways. I want Hinckley to defend my king because he's the night fighter. He's the only night fighter I got, so he better damn well be protected. Okie dokie. Okay, so by next turn I should have another unit I could grab. I might turn down the taxes just a tiny bit, just to get some more growth. I'll lose 200, but I'll be gaining quite a bit because I've taken 2 more places. Also, this needs to go back to the original name. Well, not the original, but Wolleman Keep. Thank you very much. Yeah, Woolman Keep. Okay, that works. That's good to go. Okay, so the next order of business, I need to send George Middlemore to pretty much be a martyr. He's assuredly going to die. I'm feeling pretty bad about this, but he's gotta sacrifice himself in order to save the cause, as it were. Because this force right here could go around either way, and I don't have enough spies to put in this fort, and a fort I'm gonna put right, let's see, right there. Alright, so now I'm defended completely. I left the guy here because they don't have any more movement range. So I had to get the battle done perfectly. When I had it done perfectly and everybody was in here, I was just like, how am I supposed to defend with just this guy? He doesn't even have a spy in the fort. Yeah, and then there's also the fact that I just gave up both my spies here, but I fixed that with good old Stafford. Rufus Stafford. Toss him in there. Toss you right there. Everybody gets in that fort. That way we're in range of this fort next turn. So if they just leave this fort up and leave it, that's fine. I'll just take it. It'll be good with me. And also I need to take this spy. 1 spy is better than nothing. Though he's a shitty spy. He's the worst spy I have in my employment. Where should we put my assassin? Because I'm not in range to kill anything this turn, which kind of makes me sad. But it's one less thing I have to worry about. Well, since I've killed both family members up this way, I probably just want to move them as far that way as possible. Hopefully, okay, so this guy will probably be the next heir. Unless the guy that he has on the island becomes the next heir. Because I know he's got at least 1 family member over here defending the place because he's got the fort. Unless he moved him all the way over this way as well, which would be sad times for you, but not for me. Alright, so we'll retrain those guys. We can't recruit any more guys. Like, probably not really able to get much more. Just gonna make sure I did this correctly. Oh, that's right. Need to move this guy. Toss you in Bridgehaven. Do we, you know what? It's always good to cover your bases. Another spy wouldn't hurt, right? 11 spies and counting. Maybe by the end of this, I'll have just as many spies as we have past turns. I mean, think about it. I have 12 agents. If I recruit another one, I'll have 13 by next turn. All I'll need to do is recruit at least 1 or 2 for the next couple turns, and I'll stay on par. A little bit ridiculous, yes, I know, but something I would definitely like to do. The prancing pony will need to sacrifice one of your troops. Okay, I can recruit. Funny thing about this situation up north is none of the spies are in range, like from Oh Well to get over to Knightly or the Prancing. So having him one turn away is fine. I just wanted Prince Paul to have a spy, and then I have another spy to move down south and just kind of play around with when I need to. I almost had Richard Hinckley go in this fort just to kind of, be in there for next time so he could, if all else failed, I could just, attack this one, assault it right away, and then move into this one and have the same chances. But I figured it'd probably be best to, protect the king. Okay, so the question is, you know what? I could suffer to move one more guy. I can't train anybody here. I'm training as much as I can there as well. I could train more guys there if I really wanted to. Actually, I need to train these guys. And then I can move one of these guys to Prancing Pony. Oh, well maybe I just don't need to do that. Okay, so I've got 2 here. I am planning on taking Mandela because I was able to get this guy in here, so I can't assault it this turn, but I can sure as hell try next turn. Also, oh, good. Glad you have a little bit of range left. I did want to move that guy, so this fort is still mine. I still have, a little bit of free upkeep, so 45 is pretty nice, just to kind of add to it. So if I still get another unit here, I can't retrain that guy, even though I'd like to. Also, just so everybody knows, the Turkish fleet here, actually, I could defeat it, but I don't really feel like it. Well, it's not that. I was able to get when I was just testing stuff around and BSing around, I got a second command star for it, and I tried getting another one at the end of all my crazy movements that I've been doing, but suffice to say, I could not do it again, and I'm not really willing to risk war over not getting another star, so yeah, PNL, peace and love, you can keep your ships. And also, by helping the Russians defeat a navy, it might actually assist them with taking down peace and love faster, because if peace and love is taken out of the game, if Tsar goes down, then that's one less person we have to worry about. And especially me from the north, because then the Northmen will have the undivided attention of the Russians. And I'll be fine, because they'll be fighting amongst each other. And I can focus on Swissman as much as I need to. No doubt I'll probably lose either... probably lose Augustus if they get a trifecta here, because they just need a spy to get in, take it, spy to get in, take it, and then if there's spy that's already in here, because there is one in here, they get in all 3 of them, then that would be an amazing trifecta. But for them to kill Naish would be interesting. Yeah, if they did break through here and then just besieged him, I'd be kind of fucked. Just saying, because I don't have as many spies. It just would suck. It's like the future. I'm proclaiming the future now. They break through all 3 of all 3 forts, I mean, 2 forts to Augustus and take it, and then they besiege this fort, and then I can't do shit about it. Ah! So then I would lose Nash and Middlemore, which would make me cry a little bit, but not really. They're adoptees, and they don't even have night fighters, so what's the point? None whatsoever. So yes. 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 Alright, so they're at 100% because I lowered the taxes. If I can keep the taxes as it is, and it'll be fine. Because I can take one of these guys out, I'll recruit that one, and that way we have another unit to use in our next adventure. Endeavor, adventure, whatever. Something. The next something we do. And also, we might as well toss another unit with Godwin Went. Also, I can just take both these guys. So we'll get them with Went next turn. We'll toss another one of these guys. Since Prancing Pony can be stabilized with another Town Militia next turn. I could even toss another one. Just because. I could, I suppose. Oh, why not, you know? Just to make sure they're stabilized. Stabilized, stabilized. Make sure everybody's stabilized. Okay. Making sure you're recruiting. Everybody's recruiting. At least all my cities are. Most of my cities are. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's right. I'd have these 2 spies to march back up north and do some damage. So I've got 3 here, 4 here, 2 more, and then... Oh, I can't forget to move my assassin. Oh, I already did. Lol. And then 3 in the north. So, do we really need another spy? I mean, on our payroll. So if I don't buy another one of those, I can't buy any more of those. Alright, we'll do that. Okay, alright, okay. So I could get one of those if I still get a spy or a town militia. We'll go with 2 more town militia just for the free upkeep. We could... We're a little bit short. Could buy another billman. I'm a little short on money for town militia. So I could buy more levy spears or a billman. I could buy another assassin, but I think 2 is good enough for now. There's not enough special targets yet. I could probably go with some bombing some buildings at some point here, just to utilize them in some point, at some way, some shape, some form. So we've got a recruitment going. We have still some growth in Lion's Den, which is really nice. Thinking maybe I should build a ship here just to have one. Just so I have some naval support from the south. Because I have a feeling, like an inkling, that they're sailing around. And they're also besieging Peter, so probably this next turn they'll take it. They have a really weak force at Leicestershire. So I just have to cross my fingers that they don't find Woolman. They probably will find him, worst case scenario. Either close to killing him or killing him. So if the dead count goes all the way up, we'll lose Woolman, Middlemore, and Nash. So we'll go 3 for 3 on them with dead family members. But it's risks I have to take in order to claim another castle. Also, I do want to point out really quick, just out of fun, like in most hot seats, they'll have a maximum amount of forts you can have per region. So if we had a 2 fort per region rule, I'd have 2 forts. 2 forts. This one's in another region. This one's fine, and this one's fine. Well, this, 2 forts. So, even if we had a 2 fort, a fort limit, I'm still doing pretty well on a fort limit. Alright, I believe that's all we can do. I'm pretty sure I should spend this last 500 on something. Should I spend it on something? What should I spend it on? Also, if I got the spy in Bridgehaven, then it would only be able to go so far because their range is quite limited. As you can see, he couldn't make it anywhere past the bridge. No pun intended, Bridgehaven. But that's because there's no frickin' road going to Bridgehaven. And there should be. There's a road here. There's a road there. But yet, there's no road connecting these frickin' places, which would be, in my opinion, quite logical. But there's not. Alright, so rambling aside, we do need to, you know what, we'll go with the Hoblars just so we have another cab unit coming. Let the cavalry come. We'll save up these 250 gold for something. It's always good to triple, double, quadruple check everything. I do want to move you slightly more south. That way he's got a really large circumference to go around slaying more of his guys. Alright, so now that we've got my assassin moved. Alright, so you moved, inside, moved. Wait, did I? Okay, good. I put that spy in there. Make sure I have as many spies and forts as I do have. Good. Okay, we're good. We're all good. Alright, so we gained quite a bit of increases and stuff. Also, the reason why I went for the assassination here at Sun Tzu was I got an ancillary, a young apprentice, which gives him a +1 to assassination, so that would give him a 6 subterfuge for assassinating. Also, let's look at some standings. I am quoting second militarily. We are basically tied neck and neck, like maybe a hair's width difference between the Russian Empire and myself. Like a hair's width. Also, so the Russian Empire is technically winning. I really wonder if from their perspective it says the Lionhearts are beating them. No, actually it shouldn't, because if end of turn report is like this, then everybody sees it the same, so they are winning. And I am very close behind them. Probably a hair's width. Anyways, Dutch Empire, financially that means they're probably getting their asses chewed. Probably to death. Production pop, and overall go to the Swissmanian Empire, but shan't be for long. No, it shan't. Alright, so anyways, overall we have the Swissmanians surprisingly dominating overall, which surprises me. Is it because they took Teresa back from me? I think it just started raining. I don't know, we'll see. I'll have to check it out later. Weather is an interesting thing. But yeah, it looks like the peace and love have actually recovered. And they might be fighting Russia's aggression. Oh jeez, if anybody knows what I'm referring to? I mean, if you don't watch the news at all, like me, then you still should, because I've seen a little bit still. God. Russian aggression is gonna get us. America, we're gonna die. No, the Russians are nice people. It's just politicians putting lies in people's mouths and telling them to say what they want them to say. Just so we go to war again. It'd be great to go not to war for real, because fighting, whatever, let's just not go to war. Anyways, that's the overall. Militarily, these two are going down swinging. Blam, blam. Jeez. This is insane. He must have done something to the Moors to get them down. I'm curious to see what he did, because from his perspective, or at least from Rampanad's perspective, it seems like he's just been getting the best of the fighting, and I'm curious to see if gamers actually did or dealt a blow to him, sorts maybe. We'll see. But yes, peace and love recovering. The Northmen are currently recruiting some more men, so we'll have to see if the Russians can overcome the aggression from the Northmen and peace and love. Maybe their combined strength will be able to neuter the Russians. But as you can see, up here at the top, we are neck and neck. I think they're barely beating me, but we're practically purple. We're practically Swissman, but darker. Join the dark side, Swissman. Join the dark side. The dark side of the force. Anyways, military's done. Production, nobody gives a shit, but Swissman's winning. Territorially, the Russians have flatlined at, looks like 15 regions. I was at 10, and then I went down to 9. I mean, I was at 10, yeah, went down to 9, and then this turn gained 2 more regions, so I'll be up here at 11. Swissman will be going from 13, and he'll be tying me at 11 unless he can reclaim one of his places. Actually, no, if he takes Peter, then he'll be at 12 anyways. Let's see, if he's at 13, he loses 2, that'll be 11. Yeah, so he'll have 12 with Peter. Yeah, my voice is dying. But yes, okay, so they obviously lost place. They probably had it very well defended. They probably lost a lot of men taking it, so I'm guessing Rampanad had a very large victory, but a costly victory nonetheless. Because I'm guessing, no, that probably is not a good guess. Well, they might have taken that little place down in the south with their faction leader, and then Rampanad besieged it, took a lot of casualties from, but with the way the military ranking was sloping, it seemed like he took a lot of casualties, so it would have had to have been some big base of operations for gamers to put a lot of troops in, and then Rampanad to have to besiege that sucker and maybe take it, I don't know. Financially, Northmen are about to go ham on the bottom of this ranking. Look at that. It's like they're jumping, you know, off a diving board. Boing, boing. We're gonna go for a full dive. But yeah, the Russians, they're about to be surpassed for the lowest. The Venetians are beating the Swissmanians, and the Moors are almost up there with the Swissmanians as well. Interesting. Population-wise, I'll be gaining quite a bit more probably 1,000 maybe. I mean, since I sacked Woolman Keep, I lost at least 100, I want to say. At least 100 people. So we're gaining 3,000 more population. And we stifled at there. So I would say we'll be about halfway, so we'll be about 27,000. They'll lose that. They'll be about tied with us, I want to say, next time. Unless Peter has a shitload of people. Probably doesn't. Mandela has a lot of people, so I can't wait to take Mandela. But yeah, we'll have enough men to besiege Mandela. I plan on besieging this sucker until it fucking rolls over for me. This is where I put my iron fist down. Wait, I'm pretty sure. Haha, iron fist. Put your iron fist down. And yeah, I literally hit a table just to put my point across. I want to take that place, and I want to do it soon. Ugh. Anyways, I think we're good as it is. Before my voice goes out any farther, and before I go any lower with it, I think we're good. I do also want to just double point out, second time to do it, the ballista was there, so I could have taken this fort, but they would have just easily retaken it, and just to lose my prince was not good enough reason for me. So we've got almost a half stack here, got more men over there, and then with that, I think, you know what, we could probably stand to lose a little bit of money, and also give us a little bit of growth in Del Torre. Since it's our capital, we might as well. And it's nice that I'm taking the castles back because I don't have to worry as much about the public order in the cities. I'll just have to like exterminate the cities just because. Also, next, two turns, I'll be able to recruit another ballista. And yeah, we'll see where that goes. Okay, he's out of movement. You two are good. I could recruit a priest if I so choose, but I don't know. That's a lot of money for a priest, especially with a 100 per turn upkeep cost. Religious unrest, the garrison, law. I think we're good without a priest. We'll be fine as it is. Also, just want to point out, to get the right clear victory, because I could get clear victory some of the time on Augustus, and, you know, this ballista would survive, but it'd only have 2 men left, maybe 1 man left. To get it to have 5 or 6 some of the time was a little bit difficult, so now if they retake anything and I still have Augustus, I can move out and reclaim whatever the hell they take. We'll see. We'll see where it takes us. It's going to be an interesting ride, ladies and gentlemen. Interesting indeed. Do we want to rename this something? Uh, I could name it Lion's Tail. Knight's Tail, maybe? Knight's Tail. Oh, try Filios. I think it was Trifilios. Trifilios. Filios's Folly. Yeah, there we go. That's a good name. I like it. Oh, that's gonna be so much fun to see his reaction to that. Oh, I can't wait. I really can't wait for that one. Okay, I think we're 100% good now that I've renamed that. It'll probably be retaken. Worst case scenario. Hopefully not. Cross your fingers. We're going to end it here. I'm going to stop rambling and pass the turn on to the Northmen. Thank you everybody for watching, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Bear night out.